Yo, what is going on, you guys? So today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down how I go about selling my cards, how I can get top dollar and sell them very, very fast. I've got a lot of DMs on Instagram about this. So in today's video, I'm going to be tackling this question. But before we get into that, I did want to say I've got a whole stack of Darius Garland Prism PSA 10s, probably around 20 of them. I'm going to be giving away two to two lucky people who subscribe, comment the word done, and like this video. So once you've subscribed and liked this video, all you have to do is comment the word done. 3 simple steps that'll take you guys a few seconds and a free chance at a $50 card. So 2 of you guys will be winning that giveaway. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into this video. So the first place that I strongly recommend selling cards is on MySlabs. Now, I personally list all of my slabs up on MySlabs because you don't have to send in the slab beforehand. All you have to do is scan the front and the back of this slab, and you can go ahead and post it up. It's an extra place for people to see your slabs, and the greatest thing is when it sells, you only pay 1% seller fees. So it's a pretty much very easy transactional way to sell your cards without much selling fees. If you're one who sells a lot of liquid slabs on eBay, if you just post those slabs onto MySlabs, you can automatically save yourself 9% around, or even a little bit more with selling fees. So essentially, it's a great marketplace for, people to look at your cards, and if they like them, they're going to go ahead and buy them, and you pretty much net almost all of what they pay, which is amazing. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into our next up, and that is going to be Instagram. And I strongly recommend this for everyone. I know everybody comes at me, I don't have a following on Instagram. How am I going to find people to sell to? The simplest way possible without a following is to go ahead and search the word sports cards on Instagram. Follow every single account you can. Even if you have to set up a new account to do this so you don't, mess up your personal account, I totally understand that. So set up a new account, follow every single sports card page on Instagram. You're going to see a bunch of people buying and selling. If you just go to your story tab, you're going to see people, making buying posts, on people's stories. They often say looking for example, Darius Garland Prism rookie cards. DM me if you have any. Or what you can simply do is cold, message a lot of sports card accounts. Now, you can go through sports card accounts and see what they like, see what they're buying, see what they're posting. And essentially what I personally do is I personally built a network on Instagram where I know if I have a Darius Garland card, who to go ahead and message for. If I have a Kevin Durant card, I know buyers who will buy Kevin Durant cards. And it just simplifies your process so easily when you're trying to sell cards. Before posting it anywhere, all you have to do is message the people you know might be interested. And who knows, maybe they will take it. So 1, you build a lot of relationships, but 2, it's a good way to just reach people who want the cards. And the best thing is, you can save on fees if you're able to make transactions directly with people. Of course, you do want to play it safe. You likely want to use PayPal goods and services if you're purchasing cards on Instagram, just so that you have seller or buyer protection. But oftentimes, a lot of the card accounts you're dealing with, they have vouchers. It's pretty easy to figure out if they're legit or not. So it's a pretty simple way to save a lot on fees. Now, hand in hand is Facebook groups. I definitely recommend everybody join a full list of Facebook groups. I personally have a list. If you want my full list of Facebook groups that I'm in, all you have to do is message me on Instagram at SportsCardInvest, and I will go ahead and happily send you guys the list of Facebook groups that I'm in. But yeah, Facebook groups are very huge for selling cards. It's an easy way. A lot of these groups have as much as 40,000 people in them. Just buying, selling, trading sports cards. So if you're making a buying post, it takes literally a minute, and you can get in front of 40,000 potential buyers. Now, of course, you also save on fees with Facebook groups. That is one of the things that I love the most about Facebook groups. You can build a reputation in groups when you continue to buy and sell, and it's also pretty easy to ask whoever you're, even if someone's buying from you, I highly suggest, if you don't know them, definitely ask for vouchers. So that you can know if they've done deals with other people in the group, and if they're all good to go. But if other than that, you can definitely save a lot on fees buying, selling on Facebook groups. And I know, you can join specific groups for specific players, which I love the most. So for example, I'm in an only LeBron James sports card group. And when I post up LeBron cards, I'm literally reaching 20,000 LeBron James card buyers, which is pretty much the best way to sell your cards, right? If you're trying to look for people who want LeBron James, all you have to do is search up a LeBron sports card group, join it, post it, and chances are you're going to find a buyer. So that is one thing I really love about Facebook groups. Another big thing, and this is for people with a little bit higher end cards, I would say probably 6,000 plus at minimum. One thing I've really started to try recently is with fractionalization companies. If you have, for example, a $100,000 card, right now in this market, it can be quite tough for people to shell out $100,000 for a card, or even LeBron James Topps Chrome Refractor, say $50,000. However, if you give it to a fractionalization company, all you have to do essentially is send it into them. They're going to break it into however many shares. If it's a $50,000 card, they might break it into 1,000 shares worth $5 each, or $50 each, sorry. Or they might, release it to 5,000, release 5,000 shares of the card for, say $10 each. So whatever it is, it makes it a lot more affordable for people to buy into your card, and you still get your money. And you can oftentimes charge a premium on top of the market value because you're breaking it into so many shares. So I highly recommend this. If you have a card that's really big value, very iconic, but you're having a tough time selling it individually, message these guys like Collectible, Liquid Marketplace, all these different fractionalization companies. And all you have to do is, if they are able to approve you, you just send your card into them, and chances are it will likely sell out. And if it doesn't sell out, it's going to close the sell out, and you're going to get a good amount of your money back, and maybe you can even hold on to a small percentage of the card. So I definitely recommend that as one who's personally used it in the past. But yeah, I definitely recommend that. And then another big one is, of course, shows. This is my favorite by far. I know a lot of people don't have access to shows. A lot of people may not have local shows, but if you do, you have to be sure to take advantage of them, because it's pretty much the simplest way. If you want to be a dealer, you're going to have a bunch of people walking up to your table just wanting to buy cards. I mean, if you're at a card show, you're there to do deals, right? So you're in a position where people are motivated to do deals, whereas online, a lot of the times, people can scroll eBay all day, people can scroll MySlabs all day, but in person, they can make quick, impulsive decisions, which you can like as a seller. A lot of collectors come out to shows that may not buy on MySlabs or eBay because they're in for the thrill of it. And then, of course, you save on fees. I mean, that's pretty much the theme of this video. You want to save on fees. That's why eBay is not one of these places that I'm recommending, because if you want top dollar on your cards, you should not be paying 10% fees. It's just going to eat into your margins as you try to build up your portfolio. It's really going to eat up your margins if you're paying 10% on every transaction in tax and on fees when you're selling. So I definitely recommend doing as many transactions off of eBay as possible so that you just avoid that middleman that takes the 10% each way that eats into your margin. But one of the crucial ways that I believe you guys should sell your cards is through auction houses. I know this is a very controversial one in terms of, a lot of auctions recently have been ending pretty low. And of course, auction houses, a lot of people think, they take a big percentage of, the sale price, which they do, I will say. But if you have higher end, items, what you can oftentimes do is, personally negotiate the terms of your sale with the auction house. So for example, Golden Auctions or another big auction house, PWCC, if you're, giving in high value cards, they can oftentimes give you 110% of the station price. So the station price is essentially what you see when the buyer bids, so what the winning bid is. And on top of that, you have a 20% buyer's premium, and you likely have tax for at least most auction houses. So essentially what you can get is 10% more than the staple price. So you can essentially only pay around 10 to 14% fees in total. But it's a good way in the fact that there's no returns. So if you're going to go the eBay route, I would prefer the auction house route. And that is simply because on eBay, there's a chance that if you sell a card, say of Trey Lance, and he gets injured the next week, now the buyer wants a refund. They can make up whatever they want, and eBay will likely side with them. But with auction houses, that's not the case. Once you're paid, and you're good to go. So that's what I really like about auction houses. That's probably the only thing I like about selling on auction houses. But yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Once again, if you would like to enter in to win these bad boys, Darius Garland Prism PSA 10s, all you have to do is subscribe, like, and then comment the word done. Other than that, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you guys out. Let me know. DM me on Instagram at SportsCardInvest. Any questions you have from this video, the Facebook groups you want, auction houses, whatever it is you guys want, message me on Instagram. Other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.